Lisa. And it's just compulsory to say that. My last name is Stefanik, and I don't say it very often. Even as a teacher, I say this as I moved to Georgia 7 years ago, and shortly after that, in Gainesville, I met Denis. And, we became friends right away, and I love Denis. He was absolutely one of those people that you can talk to no matter what. And during his struggles, we were friends, and we had a lot of conversations and adventures to Atlanta. And, I saw him the Saturday before he passed away. I hadn't seen that much of him in the year previous to that. And I know his struggles with his higher power. And I asked him, I said, have you made peace with God? And he sounded like a boy when he said it. He said, if you'll have me. And I absolutely believe that he took him. He was with him. And he's happy. It was hard to see him suffer. And some people are much better at this talking. I have a reading here from Zan. I don't know who Zan is. He lives in the Pacific Northwest. And I'm going to read what he has written. Some of you have known Denis since he was a little guy. Some of you have known him since he moved here. I have known Denis for over 12 years since he lived in Atlanta. For much of that time, we've been in almost daily contact, even though we've lived many states apart. There have been many lighthearted times. There have been sweet times when Denis told of how, step by step, he managed to gain the trust of his very shy, beloved cat, Alice. She's probably the most loved kitty on this planet. There have been times when Denis exhibited major courage in confronting powerful people for crimes they committed that would shock most of you. There have been creative times when Denis wrote amazing and compelling stories of his life. There have been dark times when Denis was inhabited by demons of depression and addiction, and when his government failed him time after time. Denis has been like a brother to me in more ways than one. I lost my brother to addictions. He and Denis were both way too young to leave us. Denis could be maddeningly frustrating, just like my brother, but I never lost hope in either of them. I am gratified that in his last days, many people who loved Denis came forward to tell him so. And it is reassuring that dear Alice is in a loving family. In the end, Denis had courage, a desire for justice for everyone, a big heart, and that wonderful deep laugh that would almost shake the floor. I miss him very much, and even as I am still trying to comprehend that I will not hear his voice again. Thank you, everyone, for all the caring you have given Denis, and to his friends like me who live far away, and to Zan who lives in the Pacific Northwest.
Denis, through this, it's sad, yes, but there are so many of us that have had the opportunity to meet that otherwise would not have. I try to find the positive, and I remember Denis very well. I remember some very difficult and sad times with him. But the most that I remember are things that are going to keep me smiling. My son Brandon and I, when we found out that Denis had passed, Alice, his kitty girl, came to live with us. And that's important because Denis, that was his constant companion through everything. He loved her very much. And I was sent a few things by a few different people. One of the things the other one was already done. This is from his friend Pat in Virginia, and she and I have been talking a lot over the last few days. She asked me to read this today. She sent the arrangement there, and she very much loves this, and she's been struggling, and she had a difficult time writing the words and finding the words. Her mind has just been such a jumble with all that's gone on, knowing that she won't be able to see him or speak to him again. She says, I am Pat, and I'm grateful that my words are being read to you by Denis's dear friend at this memorial service. The day that Denis passed away, he called me on his phone. He was so weak he could barely form words. He told me he was dying. He told me he wasn't afraid. He told me he loved me. Denis, I say to you, Thank you for this gift without price, my friend. That was our final conversation, and you gave me a fearless, loving goodbye. Bless you, Denis. May you be valued on your journey for your courage. May you be healed from the wounds of intolerance you experience on this earth every day. May your wonderful voice and amazing laughter enrich the heavens and all those who dwell there with you. You left a legacy here with us. Your courageous works for democracy and human rights will be remembered by those who know you, who know what you did, and experienced by everyone else who knows the effects. Your authorship, those wonderful word pictures of your experiences that draw the reader in so well, it is like being there. They are extraordinary. And your paintings, they are everywhere now. Most of all, the memories held by the people who loved you live on. You dwell in our hearts, we remember, and my dearest Denis, love for you. God bless you, my wonderful friend. Love.